Hey guys, what's up? If you play eFootball 2025 mobile, this video is going to help you a lot. Today I'm showing you the 7 best settings that you should turn on right now to make your gameplay smoother, faster, and way more competitive. So make sure to watch till the end, because even the bonus tips at the end can make a huge difference. Now let's get started with the most important one, graphics settings. To change this, go to Extras, Game Settings, Graphics. First, you'll see Player Graphics. This controls how detailed your players look during gameplay. If you've got a high-end phone like a flagship with good RAM and GPU, choose High. You'll get the best visual quality and smoother animations. If you're using a mid-range phone, then go for Standard. It balances performance and visuals pretty well. If your device is low-end or you experience lag often, choose Low. This will reduce unnecessary pressure on your phone's processor and give you better performance. Now, for Stadium graphics. Even if you have a high-end device, I highly recommend keeping this on Low. Why? Because Stadium visuals don't affect gameplay that much, and setting this to Low helps avoid frame drops, especially during corners, celebrations, or goal kicks. The Stadium looks pretty much the same anyway, so it's better to stay on Low for smooth gameplay. Finally, the most important part, frame rate. Set this to 60 FPS. Don't go with 30 FPS or Standard. Always use 60 FPS if your device supports it. This is what makes your gameplay feel buttery smooth, with better passing, dribbling, and player response time. Even if you lower the graphics, make sure this one stays at 60 FPS.
Now, let's talk about a setting that often confuses players. Smart Assist. Go to Extras, Game Settings, Controls, Smart Assist. So what does Smart Assist do? Basically, it tries to help you during defense and movement by slightly adjusting your player's direction based on the ball. Sounds useful, right? But here's the problem. When it's on, the game sometimes interferes with your control. You might be trying to move in one direction, but the game pulls your player slightly somewhere else. And in competitive matches, that tiny movement can cost you a goal. That's why I recommend you turn Smart Assist off. You'll get full manual control, which is way better for dribbling, tackling, and staying sharp during fast moments. Now let's fix your camera settings, which many people ignore, but they really help your gameplay. There are different camera angles available like Wide, Stadium, and Dynamic Wide. Wide, this one is the most popular. You get a good view of both wings and can time your passes better. Stadium. It gives a nice TV-like angle but is slightly zoomed in. Dynamic Wide. This one automatically adjusts zoom during attack and defense. Many players love this as it feels immersive. I personally recommend Wide or Dynamic Wide for better visibility of the pitch. You'll defend better, spot open teammates faster, and overall control the match more confidently. Next up, control type, Virtual Pad versus Touch and Flick. Virtual Pad uses on-screen buttons for passing, shooting, sprinting, etc. Touch and Flick removes buttons. You control everything using gestures and swipes. If you're a beginner or serious player, Touch and Flick is your best option. The buttons are easier to use in pressure situations like defending or last-minute shots. Touch and Flick looks cleaner but takes a lot of time to master. Most competitive players and pros use Virtual Pad for that reason. Now let's talk about the directional stick type, something you touch every second while playing. You'll find 3 options: fixed, or move, or off. If you prefer freedom and comfort, go with move. It works great on larger screens. But if you're used to fixed controls and want consistency, then fixed is perfect. Try both and stick with the one that feels natural to you. Now let's move on to cursor change. Here, Assisted. The game helps you automatically select the closest or best positioned player. Semi-auto. This gives you a mix of control and support. The game only switches your player when it's clearly needed. Like when the ball is directly coming to someone. It gives you more control than assisted, but it's not as hard as manual. Ideal if you're improving and want a smoother transition to full control.
Manual. This gives you total control. You decide exactly when to switch and who to switch to using the switch button. It's harder, but once you get used to it, your defending becomes much sharper and more precise.
My advice. Beginners, use assisted. Intermediate players, try semi-auto. Advanced players, go for manual. Start with assisted, and once you're confident, change it to manual, especially if you want to improve your defense and pressing. Bonus settings. Okay, let's wrap up with some quick but important bonus settings. Button opacity. Set it between 60 and 70%. That way, you can still see the buttons clearly, but also keep the field visible behind them. Players' names. Turn off to reduce clutter on the screen. You already know who your players are. And that's it. These are the 7 most powerful settings you should turn on right now in eFootball 2025 Mobile. Just changing these can take your gameplay to the next level. Smoother passes, faster movement, better defending, and more wins. Let me know in the comments which setting helped you the most. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss more eFootball content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
It's so good.